So you've decided to go camping, hiking, expedition, trekking or tramping as they call it in New Zealand. I'm going to run through some of the gear that you should take with you. So you're getting hungry. What are you going to cook your food on? You can't go past the trusty solid fuel cooker. Sits up like that. You have your solid fuel tablets. Make sure you take enough to cook all your meals. When I was using one of these, I would usually break a tablet in half so that it has a lower burn time, a shorter burn time, so that I didn't use as many tablets. Now, if you're going to use one of these solid fuel cookers, beware that this metal does get hot, so don't pack it up straight away. But also be aware that national parks are now starting to ban these cookers. I've been in a lot of national parks recently that have signs up saying no solid fuel cookers. So if you're going to buy one of these, just beware that it's going to come a time where you're not going to be able to use it. Now there's alternatives, and that is your gas cookers. So you'll need to carry a gas bottle. You can get a bigger ones or smaller ones, and a little cooker like this. They screw on. Now when you screw them on and unscrew them, make sure that you are away from any ignition source. That might mean other people's cookers, fires, or other things like that. I have seen one of these bottles catch fire down around the lip here as it was being screwed on. It's actually quite dangerous. If you do it safely and you walk away, then there's not a problem. Now, this one here actually has an electric start, so I can click it and the flame comes on. Not all of them are like that, and that's okay. You just need to remember that you're going to have to take matches. So there's numerous different designs of these things. No one is better than the other. This one here does have an electric start. I've noticed that the Covia ones seem to have the electric starts. This one here packs up small and light. They do have their little cases that they come in. Just look at what you want to carry and decide for yourself. Now there's other options out there, and that's where we come to this little guy. This is the Optimus Nova. Okay, it works here with these little bottles, and this little primer pump goes down into the bottle, and you prime it up, and then you ignite it. Now it will run on a variety of fuels, such as methylated spirits. Some of them run on things like petrol. Sometimes petrol can get a bit explosive, but they will use shellite and other products like that. So you're not limited to having to carry your gas bottle. And it means that if you have to fly on a plane, you can take the empty bottle with no fuel in it, fill up when you get there, as opposed to having to buy your gas canister. Another thing that's on the market is these. This is the Jetboil. It has your cooking pot here in it, and it takes a little gas canister like that screws on. The beauty of these is that they're all fixed together in one. So when it's screwed together, they're all fixed together in one. It means that if it tips over, it's all connected and you can walk around with it. The Jetboil is really good. They're not super cheap. You can pick up these style ones, a lot cheaper than you can a Jetboil. Again, look at something that's going to do what you need it to do and how much you are going to use it. Now we spoke about the Jetboil having its own built-in cooking thing. There's numerous different pots that you can take. Don't think that you can go into the kitchen, mum and dad's kitchen or whatever, and grab a cooking pot and off we go. That's a bad idea. They tend to be heavy and not designed for hiking. This is my little pot here. I've hiked with this for years. It is stainless steel, which means it's a bit heavier. You can get aluminium ones and other things like that, silicone based ones now. But I will do all my cooking in that. I eat my breakfast out of that, and that's my pot, my bowl, my plate, everything. The same can be done with the Jetboil. Now, I mentioned the Silicone was on the market. This one here is actually a silicone bowl. It clips open, you have the lid, inside you have numerous different things. But when these open up, they can actually take heat on that bottom side. Notice that it's a metal base, so they can take heat. They can't take the heat on the sides, but say I could take that, I could sit that onto my gas cooker, and I can cook my dinner in that. Then I can pick it up, with the two wings on the side, and I can eat my dinner out of that. It's another option you can look into. They have smaller ones as well. This one doesn't have the metal, so it's more like a cup. That one, again, is plastic. So metal bases, they will say on the base if it can be used for cooking or not. You can pick most of these up at most camping shops now. They're a pretty good little option to what's out there, as opposed to my slightly heavier pot. But my pot still works great. I love it. It's up to you what you want to hike with. Just make sure that it is lightweight and you're not trying to lug around the kitchen with you. Once you've cooked your meal, you're going to need something to eat it with. This is where I'm a little bit bad. I will just take a spoon and a knife from the kitchen. Some of them I have cut the handles down, but you can go to your camping shop and you can buy nice light plastic sets. They all clip together and lock. I don't have one here to show you. Or check out eBay. There's numerous different things you can pick up cheap that are going to get your food from your plate into your mouth and give you the energy to keep hiking. Now, some of you may want to take a cup. I will take a plastic cup, but that's because when I do my food, I like having an instant pudding dessert and I need something to mix it up in. Now, it's optional for you to take a cup. Do you need a cup? That's what you need to think about. Are you going to use it, or can you just drink from your water bottle, your bladder, or whatever else? Or if you've got something like a Jetboil, then you've got your cup built in.